Any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So Air Force's offense will take the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Huff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying.
Turning it on! Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown Air Force. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
So Army's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy...
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, he's got some space. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Huff. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, I kind of my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's the heat. Gets it out fast. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Kramer. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Black... We'll punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Huff. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pink route, try to get my guy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Goes to the option. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. It's Denson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give on the inside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Shows him the stiff arm. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has the offense ready to go. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.